Hi, I'm Dave Dupre. May 2024 is the 25th anniversary of the first Celebrate, Commemorate Memorial Day event held in the year 2000 in Waterloo, New York. This video has been made to document that first year and tell the story of a wonderful series of events that encouraged community involvement at the highest level. We have included as many faces as possible, those who helped make these events happen, as well as those who enjoyed them. A little history. In 1998, to celebrate the turn of the century, Mayor Rudy Bertino established the Waterloo Millennium Council to plan, coordinate, and implement events to take place during the year 2000. He appointed trustees Bonnie Hosford and I to lead this effort. We solicited input and assistance from the Waterloo Business and Professional Association, community organizations, schools, and interested individuals. The group unanimously agreed that our focus should enhance the commemoration of Memorial Day. A celebration would be held May 26th through 29th. However, May 30th would remain a solemn commemoration, as is the tradition first established in Waterloo in 1866. As a result, the Celebrate Commemorate 2000 committee was formed with 28 original members and countless subcommittee members, all volunteers. Jane Schaefer and I were chosen to co-chair this Millennium Committee, and we have both said that this was the greatest committee we've ever been associated with. Their energy, creativity, and dedication is responsible for the variety of activities that were implemented. Since 25 years have passed, several of our original committee members are no longer with us. I cherish the time we had together and appreciate the contributions that they made and the leadership they provided. We hope you enjoy this look back, have fun picking out familiar faces of family and friends, and appreciate the efforts of so many people in this wonderful village we call home. To kick off the events, on April 1st, a 36-page informational directory, Waterloo 2000, was distributed free to all residences as a gift from the village and the town. The booklet provided a brief history and a list of businesses, professionals, industries, churches, and schools. Published on behalf of the Waterloo Business and Professional Association, it was intended to offer a snapshot in time of life in Waterloo at the turn of the century.
Today is our big kickoff for our Celebrate Commemorate 2000 event. And as you can see, we have over 200 Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, and 4-H club members, along with their parents and their trooping scoutmasters. And they're going to canvass the village and town of Waterloo today to distribute the Waterloo 2000, the pictorial and business directory, and also take flag orders and sell flag pins and keychains. And this is really a historical event today, and we hope that everybody looks back and remembers the patriotism that our youth of Waterloo have here.
Good morning. My name is Kim Pfeiffer. I'm the service unit manager with the Waterloo Girl Scouts. I'm here with my troop today, and we're selling American flags for so that people will have the opportunity to hang flags out on May 29th for the count for the Guinness Book of World Record that we're trying to set here in Waterloo.
Hi, my name is Paul King. I'm the Scoutmaster of Troop 74 here in Waterloo. Today what we're doing, we have approximately 80 Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts out here working also with the Girl Scouts and the 4-H group in the area. And we're distributing directories to go to every home, every business. Also, we're selling American flags, American flag pins, keychains.
Community beautification was also a goal. The village purchased 80 red, white, and blue banners designed by Lynn Patty that were hung from light poles and lined the downtown area. Each banner featured the Memorial Day logo and included a removable bottom slice to highlight the event. Storefronts were decorated with bunting, and windows were filled with flags of all sizes as preparations continued throughout the month of May. On the morning of May 26th, teacher and veteran Charles Nightingale spoke with Lafayette School students at a wreath-laying ceremony.
I just wanted to take a few moments this morning to talk to you about this weekend and all the things that are going on in our village this weekend, and hopefully you can all participate in them. Part of it is called Celebrate, and the other part is called Commemorate, because the real reason we have this weekend is Memorial Day, and that's in the word memorial. It means remember and commemorate. And 34 years ago, people of this village went to the graveyards and decorated the graves of their soldiers who had died in the Civil War. And Waterloo has done that every year since then.
Later that day, Town Supervisor Ted Young led the opening ceremony in Lafayette Park.
Good evening. I'd like to welcome everyone to the opening ceremony for the special Celebrate Commemorate 2000 Memorial Day weekend. To start the program, I would like to introduce Reverend Nancy Torpy from the First Presbyterian Church and ask her to give the invocation.
Without the commitment, courage, and sacrifice of countless men and women whose faith in you and in each other strengthened them to maintain the American way, these blessings would not be possible. As we begin these Memorial Day weekend festivities in this year 2000, may we not forget the Waterloo men, Henry Wells and General John Murray, who began this tradition in 1866.
Now I'd like to introduce our first speaker this evening, the Mayor of the Village of Waterloo, Lee Padgett.
Thanks, Ted. I would like to thank tonight our co-chair, Jane Schaefer and Dave Dupre, for the excellent job they've done putting together with all their committees. I know the hard work they put in on it. I know they're going to have fireworks. And that's an inside joke, but they've worked real hard on this for the last 5-6 months, if not longer. And I really appreciate all they've done for the village. And with that, I wish you all a safe, happy weekend.
Thanks, Lee. Please welcome our next guest speaker, a friend, Assemblyman for the 128th District, the Honorable Robert Oakes.
Thank you, Ted and Mayor Patchen and our co-chairs, Dave and Jane and Senator Nozzolio, our color guard and guests. What a great day to be here in Waterloo. And I'm so proud to represent a community where an idea has become a part of the tradition and the regular ceremony of this country. And to have it again come from Waterloo, to change our nation and make a point of us learning to celebrate what is good about our country and also to remember those who've made it good.
Now it gives me great pleasure this evening to introduce, representing our 53rd Senatorial District, our good friend and neighbor, the Honorable Senator Nozzolio.
It is an honor to be standing before you in this great park. Every year, this is the ground zero for Memorial Day in our nation. This is where the true spirit, the true meaning of this great day, and this great celebration and remembrance is kept alive. I want to thank the committee who is continually growing and continually moving to find new ways to recognize Memorial Day, to thank you for keeping the true spirit, the true meaning of Memorial Day alive. There's no better place than in Waterloo to do that, and you have done it so very, very well. I came in to this park from the east, and just driving down Main Street gives you such an enormous sense of pride.
Now I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you to the American Legion, the VFW, the Korean War Veterans Association, the 148th New York Volunteer Color Guard for their participation tonight, and also our guest speakers, and to all the volunteers and the committee people who helped make this special weekend possible. Also, there are two individuals who together as co-chairs put in long hours making phone calls, writing letters, keeping us all on track, and just a lot of bossing us around to make this weekend possible. Jane Schaefer, Dave Dupre, would you please come up forward? Jane, Dave, would you care to say anything before we continue?
You want to go first, or?
Sure, Jane, I'll go first. I don't know what to say. Everyone has been thanked. First and foremost, our veterans, thank you very much. This is all about you. And I would just like to say that I am just so proud right now. I have never in my life had the opportunity to work with a committee as fantastic as a group of people that we've worked with for the last 2 years. If you look around, you'll see them with the CCY2K shirts and sweatshirts, and please take the opportunity to thank them. We sat in committees and we would think, well, we forgot something, and a hand would come up. I'll take care of that. It's just been a real pleasure, and thank you all so very much for being here. But most of all, I have to thank this woman standing next to me, Jane Schaefer, because when the idea was brought forward and supported by the village and the town, we looked to the Waterloo Business and Professional Association to lead this event, and there couldn't have been a better leader to turn to. Thank you, Jane.
Thank you very much, and it's so nice to see everybody out under clear blue skies and a sun someplace. And just to recapture on Senator Nozzolio and Assemblyman Oaks' thank yous, the people you see in yellow, these are the Scouts. These are the Boy Scouts who are going to be providing the security for this weekend, and they're going to be having their encampment here. And I'd like to thank them for being a big part of this event as well. And everybody's been saying thank you to Jane and Dave, but we are only two of a committee of 28 individuals that are your neighbors and your co-workers. And without those people coming forth from the community, none of these could have happened. The Waterloo Directory with Darlene Dupre was wonderful. The Waterloo Calendar with Jim Snow. The banners with the cooperation of the village and with Lynn Patty's design. And with all of the different chairmen for the events that you'll see through this weekend, it's truly been a community effort. This is your project, and we're just excited to be a part of it and to finally be here. I emailed Dave today with 0 days to go. It's Friday. So we're hope that you're as excited and as happy as we are, and that you take part in all the events that we have. There was one little mistake in the paper last night. The fireworks are on Monday night at the fairgrounds. And you can ask Mayor Patchen about the firework details. I'd be glad to tell you about those. But now I think we need to get on with the ceremonies, because we have a great concert in the auditorium at 7:30 with John Rosbach and the Chestnut Grove. And there are still tickets available for $5. That's the paid advertisement. Now I think we need to get on with our ribbon cutting and our balloon release and our community cake food. That's what we need to get on with. But I wanted to thank everybody for coming tonight, and please stick around, and we'll see you throughout the weekend.
Thanks, Jane, Dave. Again, thank you. Bonnie? Just a little something from the committee. We appreciate all the hard work. Now, if you put them down on the chair, if you would, please. I would ask you to take one scissor, go over to each side, if you would, please, Jane. Watch your step. And now would you officially cut the ribbon to open this weekend? Release the balloons.
Haven't done this in a while. Thank you, dear. Hey, chocolate's fine.
Where's your stretch? Do you need a piece of the vanilla?
Push it ahead of everybody. During the weekend, breakfasts were offered at the American Legion Post 435 on Saturday and Memorial Post 6433 VFW on Sunday. The 148th New York Volunteers reenacted a Civil War encampment living history on the grounds behind the middle school on West William Street. More than 50 reenactors dressed in Union uniforms and outfitted with 19th century weapons set up camp, cooked meals, inspected troops, and provided artillery drills and demonstrations. At individual tents, people were able to chat with the reenactors, dressed in period clothing, and have their picture taken with an old-fashioned camera. Load. On May 28th, the reenactors competed against the Waterloo faculty in a Knickerbocker baseball game at the Walnut Street Field. The Knickerbocker rules, established in 1845, laid the foundation for modern baseball.
We're here like everybody else to have a little bit of fun and trying to remember some of the old rules and just enjoy the afternoon. Most of these guys here are from town. A couple of us are outsiders. Mike Pfeiffer, Kevin Colton, Tim Lincoln. We'll have Tim bat first because he's our closest to the Civil War name that we have. Jim, Bullet, Gus, and Ralph's down the end there. Ralph's been stretching for 15 or 20. He should be ready.
As a catcher, on the third strike and miss, you have to either catch the ball on the fly or the first bounce and then touch the batter with it.
Okay.
All right.
Can't throw it down to first?
Otherwise, well, yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
But you have to remember that he can take off.
Okay.
Play ball!
Woo!
An antique show was held in the Main Street School gymnasium. Lafayette Park was full of arts, crafts, food vendors, musicians, and entertainers. Diane Dengel was the featured artist at the Arts and Crafts Show. She painted with her fingers and fingernails, creating lifelike pictures of children and adults.
Hold this one real tight, but don't let go, okay? Come on over here. When you place it in the hand, just like that, a little rub. Did you see it jump, Shelby? Did you guys see it jump? Because mine's gone. Open up your hand, Shelby. You got them both. How did you do that? It must be magic. Give Shelby a big hand. Careful going down the stairs, Shelby.
Cool.
I'm half crazy over the love of you.
What? Read minds?
Yes.
You... Let me get this straight, young man. You say that you can read minds.
Yes, I can.
Well, do you think he can read minds?
Yeah.
What? Is that all you do?
Yeah. Stuart does the rest. Here you go, Stuart. Here you go. You're on. Susie! Susie! Sing Susie! Oh, she really shakes her thing once you hear me sing. Susie!
By the riverside, I'm gonna live here a peaceful life. Down by the riverside, I'll study war no more. I'll study war no more, no more.
Little guitar, that's... She's a warm heart with no contact. Breathless burning why I'm not in my heart.
Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, never knew how much that body water meant to me. But I learned how to swim, and I learned who I was. A lot about living and a little about love. Chattahoochee.
Stamp collectors were able to obtain first-day covers with a special pictorial cancellation. Stamps used were the 1999 issues honoring those who served and distinguished soldiers. A different envelope was designed for each day of the celebration by Kevin Colton.
My name is Paul King. I'm a Scoutmaster of Troop 74, also a part of the committee here in Waterloo. And this weekend we've been doing security, watching over all the crafters, equipment, things for the weekend. We spent 2 nights here. We had 23 people in total.
Debbie King, I'm Assistant Scoutmaster for Troop 74, and the boys have worked real hard protecting the park, and we stayed up all night, but we had a lot of fun doing it.
I'm Beth Crowley from Troop 74, and I'm here helping out with the security, and we camped out. We had a great time. A little cold, but we managed. We had a good time.
Visitors were able to take a cruise along the historic Cayuga-Seneca Canal aboard the 38-foot Liberty, which departed from Oak Island. The 49-passenger tour boat was captained by Todd DeVinny.
1818, next Seneca Lake, Cayuga Lake. It did go as far as Seneca Falls.
1 hour.
1818, they brought produce.
So must
They drop, or it goes up or down 71 feet. This is the first lock, and this is lock 4. Seneca Lake's this way, you go through lock 4, it's 13 feet. You go to Seneca Falls, there's a double lock, which is 49 feet. And then you go up to mud lock, or lock number 1, and that's 8 feet. So that's why we start here and we go down. And at the last step, each step, that's why they have locks on the canal to get different heights. In case you had forgotten.
Thank you. She already got off. Thank you. Very nice.
Okay, glad you enjoyed it. Watch your step.
Good. Thank you. Have a great day.
Just everybody didn't fall sick, just the kids.
Yes. Bye.
Dude.
This is the duck race here in Waterloo, New York. And these are the gentlemen that are the official duck dumpers. Mr. Jason Hurdle and Raleigh Bell are going to be throwing these ducks in, and these backaways. And then those little critters are going to make a mad dash run for this pipe I'm standing on here. And they're going to go through this pipe, out the other side, to the pipe on the other side, to the net that is there to stop them. And the first one to the net is the winner.
Come on, ducks, we're gonna win. You need a new dog. Oh yeah, he's right up front. Got one breaking away from the pack. Come on. Oh, it's running now. It's running now.
Well, I have to laugh. Oh, it's gotta go
Pick it up there.
We got them all. We got the baggies all marked.
First one's $500.
Well, Gail has just given me these winners we've been waiting for. And first place in the duck race for $500, Vern Sessler.
Thank you! Yeah!
Second place, $250, Charles Trout. Third place, $100, Rose Buffon.
My relative.
And fourth place, $50, Rose Wright. And fifth place, $25, H.C. Holgrove.
On behalf of the country line dancers, we would like to present the committee with some money of $629. And we wish to thank everybody's hard work. It's been great. We had a good time. We hope to do it again next year.
Guided history tours were offered during the weekend, featuring interesting facts about Waterloo in 22 stops along the mile-long route. Guides used the newly produced brochure, Walking Tour of Waterloo, New York, written by Doris Wolfe. Horse and wagons with a narrator were also available for the historical route.
Open yet for the public normally, but today they are open. Depending which way you face. It's the Memorial Day Museum. This was purchased and set up open in 1966.
Another wagon was available just for rides through the village. The Memorial Day and Terwilliger museums were open for tours offered by the Library and Historical Society. The McClintock House, part of the Women's Rights National Historical Park, was also open to visitors.
How's the race going so far, Chief? It's going great. Everything's going well. No problems at all. Great.
On Sunday morning, a 5K walk or run took participants on a scenic route through the village. The race started and ended at the high school.
Hi, Mom!
Get me donuts!
Morning, Paul.
Nice morning for it. How you doing?
Good, you?
Good.
An antique and classic car show on Main Street drew car enthusiasts to the area. The cars were beautiful, and the weather made this a great event.
Happy Memorial Day!
The highlight of the weekend was our attempt to put Waterloo in the Guinness Book of World Records. Being a very patriotic community, it was felt that flying the most American flags in a single town was an appropriate goal. The sense of excitement in the community was amazing, and everyone was involved. On May 29th, all involved in the flag count assembled at the fairgrounds for instructions.
Boats count on the canal with flags. Flags on the Boy Scouts.
Okay, the next part of this that we have to make sure, we're going to go over very quickly what counts as a flag and what does not count as a flag, okay? So, Mrs. Pfeiffer has collected things that count and things that don't count. So I'm going to let her go over them we need to meet the criteria of Guinness, and we're going to have to make sure of what we count, okay? So, there you go.
Thank you. The skirting that you see around the truck, anything like this does not count. Any of these pennants you might see around town, I've seen a lot of these do not count. The only thing that will count are American flags.
We'll do North Road from Swift to Virginia. Right. Okay? Mm-hmm. And actually, I think
That was 2088.
Okay, what we're going to be doing is going out and announcing throughout the village and the town of Waterloo if you haven't got your flags out, get them out so you can be counted and be a part of history and a record for the village of Waterloo and town of Waterloo.
Residents came out of their homes and greeted the children as they went up and down the street counting the flags in their designated areas.
Starting down at Church Street, up to the corner by the post office, we found 163 flags.
And at this point, we have counted
2,931 flags!
Everyone reported back to the fairgrounds to record their numbers.
Over here, Mrs. Pfeiffer.
You need to sign as the section. Go right down Inslee Street here.
I'm sorry, Miss. Okay, I got a left. Okay.
The young people who participated were given certificates. Later that evening, people gathered at the Seneca County Fairgrounds for a concert featuring The Works and Reaction. The final flag count was announced and plaques were given to each group that participated.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Guinness Book of World Record count is...
Drum roll, JK! Drum roll!
It's 25,898 flags. And since there is no current record, it was our distinct pleasure to be the first to set this record.
This Award of Excellence is presented to the Seneca County 4-H, the Waterloo Girl Scouts Service Unit, and the Waterloo Boy Scouts in sincere appreciation of your group efforts, cooperation, and dedication to achieve the Guinness World Book of Records attempt of the most American flags displayed in a small community, given today by the Celebrate Commemorate 2000 Committee, May 29, 2000.
Lord Almighty, I feel my temperature rising, higher and higher, it's burning through to my soul. Girl, 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 you're gonna set me on fire. My brain flaming, I'm gonna reach and go.
The evening ended with fireworks by Telstar, signifying the end of the celebration. Following the weekend of celebration, the birthplace of Memorial Day, as always, paused to remember the sacrifices of those who paid the ultimate price for freedom. Memorial Day is always commemorated on May 30th in Waterloo, in keeping with General John A. Logan's orders. In the morning, full military services were conducted at the St. Mary's and Maple Grove Cemeteries.
In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen.
American Legion and the VFW, the veterans of this village, thank you for joining us today to honor our fallen comrades. Say thank you to everyone. The Ladies Auxiliary Chaplain, please.
I have a message of hope that shall inspire our comrades at this solemn moment and all through life. The message is from the captain of our salvation. He says, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in him shall never die.
Sergeant, arms!
In the evening, a military parade proceeded down Main Street to Lafayette Park.
Then you can change.
Get on above it, geez.
Looking good.
Get another one. Get it one.
Did I stand in front of you? I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was...
Memorial Day here in the village of Waterloo. Your veterans, the village officials, American Legion of VFW, we all welcome you very much. We have something special this year. Many of the people here in the audience, in the color guard, also in the audience, many of them may be in national VFW homes, Legion homes. They're not feeling well this evening. This goes back next month, 25th, 50 years ago. Korean War busted out and all hell went loose in the South Pacific. Many of us were called back into service. Some of us are wearing blue jackets. We were in Korea. Some of the guys are wearing Korean hats. We'd like to thank each and every one of them. Now I'd like to introduce to you the Commander, Robert Bennett, VFW.
Thanks, Jim. Folks, for this first part here, I would like to it's my honor to introduce you to the VFW State Commander, Ronald J. Bush.
Thanks, Bob. Chaplain Fred, distinguished guests on the dais, and to the citizens of Waterloo and the County of Seneca, I bring to you the greetings from a grateful veterans population throughout the nation. You here in this area have carried out this Memorial Day observance for the past 134 years, on the day that our veterans should be remembered. And on behalf of the 100,000 veterans of the state of New York, I would like to thank you for coming out and showing your support for today's commemoration to our veterans and your belief in America. You are what Memorial Day is all about. I have a citation and I'd like to read that. It's from the Veterans of Foreign Wars of the United States. Awards this citation to Thomas James Lewis for his outstanding leadership in promoting veteran-friendly programs in his community and the Veterans of Foreign Wars of the United States. Jim has, for more years than he wants to remember, coordinated the Memorial Day commemoration in the village of Waterloo, in witness whereof we have hereunto set our hands and the official seal of the Veterans of Foreign Wars of the United States this 30th day of May, 2000. Signed, State Commander, yours truly, Ronald J. Bush, and State Adjutant, past State Commander, Jack T. Smith. He didn't know anything about this. Thank you very much. What a surprise. Oh,
all I ever wanted from anybody is just somebody to say thank you. But I do thank you very much.
Again, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be here today. God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America.
I would like to have a bagpipe in front of us. He has a song that he would like to play for us. And then Father Wise, chaplain of the fire company, will be next.
Heavenly Father, creator of all living things, we are grateful children who appreciate the blessings you share with us in this country. Introduce a young person by the name of Carrie Griswold. She's going to do the Gettysburg Address.
87 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation, so conceived and so dedicated, can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live.
Now I'd like to have a young fellow by the name of Peter Eschenhauer. He's going to do Logan's orders.
The 30th day of May, 1868, is designated for the purpose of strewing with flowers or otherwise decorating the graves of comrades who died in the defense of their country during the late rebellion, and whose bodies now lie in almost every city, village, and hamlet churchyard in the land. In this observance, no form or ceremony is prescribed, but posts and comrades will in their own way arrange fitting services and testimonials of respect as circumstances may permit.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chief James D. Watson.
Commanders, distinguished guests, citizens, you have no idea the honor it is to stand up here before you. I have made a few speeches at gatherings on Veterans Day and Memorial Day. I like to, and I mean this, I do not tell fibs. My daddy would be mad at me. This is the largest turnout I've ever seen for Memorial Day. You people are truly behind it.
Today we have two present, active military persons. They're sitting right here. This is what we fought for. Gentlemen, stand up. Thank you for coming to Waterloo. Where is he? Hey, you guys, you know who this is? He used to be our bugler. Again, thank you for joining us again. We had a great weekend starting last Friday. Give yourself an all hand. Like the state commander said, God bless America.